Today we're going to publish the agenda that we have for campaigns. Despite the fact that we're a group where we want people to come along and have a bit of fun, nonetheless there is a serious side to what Light in the Landscape is all about. There is an agenda. First and foremost, we're an organisation that represents the needs of visually impaired people. We think that access to goods and services is still an area, despite the fact there's been DDA since 1996, where a lot of visually impaired people are still experiencing difficulties. Things like getting a taxi that'll take your guide dog, access to restaurants and certain shops. That's not just about issues around dogs, this is about issues around getting materials that you can read in your preferred format, about good lighting, good signage, about the law being upheld. Very often what happens is a company that offends makes an apology, gives someone a little gift voucher and says everything's fine, and it's not fine. There is a law there and it ought to be upheld, and making an apology is not the same thing as upholding the law. If you were driving past a school doing 50 miles an hour and the police pulled you over and you apologised to the officer, he'd accept your apology, but he'd still give you a ticket, you'd still face a fine, possibly points on your licence, that kind of thing. It's still an offence. And what we're talking about is making people aware of their legal responsibilities and making sure that they stick to them. We're talking about, as well, the difference between what the legal requirement is and what best practice is. It is a legal requirement that every restaurant holds a braille copy and a large print copy of their menu. There is no legal requirement that they just make their everyday menu more readable for everyone, but it's good practice. RNIB tell us that 96% of people in the UK have difficulty reading everyday literature. Therefore, they're having difficulty reading a normal menu. That's not people on the visual impairment register like me, that's just everyday people. If you make your menu easier to read, you're going to reach more people first time around. It's good business practice. These are the things that we're talking about that go above and beyond the law. So please go and take a look at the agenda that we've published on the website and in our Facebook group. And if you feel that you want to get on board with some of this, great. We'd welcome it.